through, your thought process when you wanted to come to Miami and how that recruiting process went for you?
Yeah, I had a great time at Tulane. 3 years there. Just looked for a new opportunity in the portal. Miami reached out. I had a great opportunity here with Coach Whittle and the team. And I'm just excited to get to practice. Going through this spring ball, getting to know everybody, going through workouts, all that stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited.
So how's it going for you?
It's going great so far, I'd say. Getting to learn everybody. Obviously, coming to a new culture is hard, but they're very accepting and very welcoming of new people. So it's great to be here.
Obviously, there's a group of talented tight ends here already, like Elijah Lofton and all those guys in that room. Just what have they talked? What have as Coach Whittle and Mario and all of them talked to you about your role this year?
Yeah, really just help the tight end room. Like you said, we have some elite players in the tight end room, and a lot is asked of the tight end room. Coming from last year, Elijah and Riley and all them, Cam McCormick, they played a great deal of reps, and they really helped the team out, and that's what we're looking forward to, keeping that tight end tradition going on here.
For people that aren't familiar with the game, how would you describe yourself, kind of what makes you stand out as a tight end?
I'd like to say I do a little bit of everything. I can make the play downfield, I can make those blocks, put a lot of extra effort into plays, make sure I get my teammates open while also trying to get myself open as well. So, I try and pride myself in doing everything, not just fasted on one thing.
And then what were your impressions of this offense? Obviously, Elijah really being that tight end and you coming in and learning Johnson's team.
Yeah, he's obviously an amazing player. He's going to be hopefully first-round pick, second-round pick, whatever it is. But, he deserved all of it. He's an amazing player, along with Cam and Riley and Elijah last year. They all helped out greatly, and yeah.
I was looking at your Pro Football Focus page a little bit earlier and saw you graded out a little bit iffy on run blocking. I know everyone has their own grading systems. Every team has their own grading system. But what have you been doing to kind of work on your blocking this offseason?
Yeah, working with Coach Whittle. He has an O-lineman background, so I think that really helps me with my footwork at times at Tulane. Maybe it was a little Swiss cheese, So we're trying to fix that up and get it down pat, and obviously bring that PFF grade up and help the team whenever I can.
How do you think that's going so far?
I think it's going great. I've learned a lot from Coach Whittle. He's got a lot of great drills. Obviously, like I said, he's got that O-line background, so that's kind of what you want when you want a tight end to improve your run blocking.
You feel you could be a factor here in the passing game as well?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do. I just go out there every day and show my talents. I think I could run great routes. I think I can catch the ball pretty well. So I just got to prove that in practice, really. That's what it comes down to, and I'm excited to, showcase my abilities.
In 3 weeks in, do you feel like you're doing that?
Yes.
The feedback you're getting from the coaches is very
good. Yes, sir.
What have been your early impressions of Brock Schott and Luka Gilbert?
Great. They're great young players. They have a lot of developing to do, but they came in here. Brock, strong as an ox. Luka, he's about 6'7", 6'8". I don't know how tall, but they got a lot of developing to do. But they're going to be great players down the road.
Full pads today. How was it out there? The energy and competition. How was it different?
Yeah. Whenever you put the pads on for the first time, energy's always high. Competition's always at an all-time high. So it's always great to get back in the full pads after. 4 or 5 months off from football, so great feeling.
Making that jump from G5 to Power 4, just what are your thoughts about that and how you're going to adjust to it as well?
I'd say really just putting in the work. That's what it comes down to. Football is football at the end of the day, right? So when you're making this jump, there's a competition maybe wise, but really at the end of the day, it's football. I got to improve on myself, do what I do well, and help the team out the best I can.
Have you noticed, the jump from a group of 5 to Power 4? Is the physicality different in practice compared to what you were used to at Tulane?
We had some pretty physical practices at Tulane. Really, like I said, at the end of the day, football is football. Maybe the D linemen are a little bit bigger, I'd say. But other than that, really, football, like I said, football is football. We're trying to get better, and that's how it's going to go.
And just, the adjustment, what's the adjustment been like South Florida in general?
Well, I'm from New Jersey, went to New Orleans, so I dealt with a lot of humidity and heat there in the summer. But, living down here in Miami is awesome. I used to vacation down to Naples when I was young, so I had a little bit of taste of Florida. Coming down to Miami is great. It's been welcoming, the culture's great, melting pot, so, I'm used to it.
Alex, what has the competition been like against the defense, the safeties, the linebackers, just the D-line, but maybe how it's going to go?
Yeah, they all get after it, and that's the great thing about practice. They're all competition at all-time high. whenever you're going against, like you said, safeties, cornerbacks, linebackers, D linemen, you're trying to win your rep, and they're at their top of their game. That's why we're all at Miami, right? So every rep is a grind. Every rep is a chance to get better and play against the best players in the nation.
Any guys in
Do you-
particular stand out for you?
What was that?
Any guys that are standing out to you as far as playing against?
I don't personally for me, D lineman wise, Ruben and Mesdor, very great players. I think so.
What about the linebackers?
Linebackers, Popo's really good. Yeah, a lot of them are great players. A lot of them are great players.
Is it distinctly different for you than it was at Tulane? Like, do you like immediately notice a difference here? You talk about, playing with better, the better players in the country and stuff. Did it stand out to you when you started practicing here that it is better here?
I'd say,
Or is football?
yeah, like I said, football is football. Yeah, I mean, obviously you're playing against people who come to Miami. Miami has a great history, and they get a lot of the best recruits. So, when you're playing against those high-level recruits, they're going to be great players, and that's what you see in practice every day, and that's why competition is so great.
Any other questions for Alex?